Everyone, welcome back to another episode, and all the episodes link you will get in the description box, so please check it out. Mr. Kim cleared his throat and started to speak. Okay, I will be straight to the point. We all know both of you are single. If you leave you guys like this, you both are going to live single forever, but both of you are already settled. Now you both have your own business. Looking to both of you, I can say you are still not lost. You know what I mean. Thang started to choke on his shalva hearing his father. Then Jungkook immediately started to pat on Thang's back. After some time, Thang became calm. Mr. Kim again started to speak. So we as your parents took a responsibility. We decided that next month we are going to announce your engagement, and after 2 months you both are getting married. What? Taeyang didn't understand anything. Why his parents are trying to marry him with Jungkook. Then he looked at Jungkook, who is spacing out. Then Taeyang looked at his mom and said, "But mom, I don't want to marry now." Mrs. Kim, why? Taeyang, I want to focus on my business. Mrs. Kim, it's alright. It's already on the peak. Thang, I don't know how to handle family. Mrs. Jian, you will know after marriage, and I am always here for you. Now Thang don't know how to escape from this situation. He neither hate Jungkook nor love Jungkook. He think about something, then he got an idea. Thang, I am gay. All parents, we know. Thang, Jungkook Hyung is straight. All parents, we know. Thang, I don't think he will ready to marry me. Jungkook is just listening all the conversation of Thang and his parents. One thing he understood that just want to escape from this marriage. Jungkook knew that if he didn't talk now, he can't make Thang to agree this marriage. His dream of making Thang his husband will die. If Thang have someone, he is already to let him go, and if he has none, then he is not going to give up. So he stand up and cross his both the hands on his chest and called Thang. Thang looked at Jungkook, who is now looking like a businessman who is going to make a successful deal. Now Jungkook has a different aura which made Thang submissive in front of him. Thang avoided Jungkook's eyes. Four pairs of eyes are looking at these two young people. One thing they also can't believe that is in the dominating aura of Jungkook. They never thought that cute, soft, beautiful cookie has this side also. Look at me, Jungkook again said in dominant voice. The sound is not high, not low, but it is enough to Taehyung to understand that Jungkook is going to let him go without looking in his eyes. So Taehyung looked at Jungkook's eyes. Do you have a boyfriend? Jungkook asked him. Taehyung is now completely under control of dominant Jungkook, but somehow he is feeling something else also. He wants to be under control of that dominance. Taehyung didn't get any word to say, so he shook his head right to left. Now Mrs. Kim and Mr. Kim, also surprised by his son's behavior. They never knew their bird also had this side. He always act like bold and brave, but now he is acting like sleep under control of tiger. They look at each other again, turn to Thang, who is looking at Jungkook like a lost puppy. So you don't have any boyfriend? Then what is the problem? Do you think I'm not good enough for you? Jungkook speak again. Thang shake his head left to right once again. Okay, then I have a deal for you. From tomorrow onwards, we both will go to date daily. We will try to know each other at the end of the month. If you we don't feel anything towards each other, then no one will force you. And no more thing, I don't have any problem to marry you. It doesn't matter to me either straight or gay. I just want my partner should love me and my family. Are you ready to date me? Jungkook asked him in his bold voice. Now he definitely know he tamed his baby. Now all the parents waiting for Taehyung, they all know how stubborn is Taehyung. If he agreed to this deal, then it is miracle. It is miracle. Mrs. Kim just praying God bring some sense in his son's brain and make him agree to that. Jian and Mrs. Jian also praying God because they don't want to see their son in broken and sad state. All the parents just looking at a single person who is looking down while pressing his one hand on other. And the miracle happened. I am ready to date you. They all heard. The miracle happened. I am ready to date you, Taehyung said. Mrs. Kim strongly pinched Mr. Kim's hand. Mr. Kim screamed due to pain. Baby, why did you pinch me so hard? Asked his wife. I'm trying to be confirmed it is dream or real. Oh my God. Finally my baby is no more single, Mrs. Kim said happily. He moved towards both Jungkook and Taehyung and hugged them tightly and said, I'm so happy for both of you. Mom and I didn't said yes to marriage. Why are you so happy? Taehyung said, looking at his mom's happiness. I have confidence in my son-in-law. He will definitely make you fall for him, Mrs. Kim said, looking at his soon-to-be son-in-law Jungkook. What? Taehyung can't believe Mrs. Kim is already accepting Jungkook as his son-in-law. Whatever. Guys, I am just so happy for both of you, Mrs. Jian said and hugged both Taehyung and Jungkook. It's time to impress my son-in-law, Bunny, she said to Jungkook. Yes, mom. I will make sure he will fall for me, Jungkook said to his mom and broke the hug. Taehyung, come here, Jian called him. Taehyung went towards his uncle, stand in front of him. His uncle took Taehyung's hand in his and said, Taehyung, don't force yourself. Don't treat Jungkook as my son. Just think that you are just dating like normal boy. Try to understand each other and know each other. After all this, if you don't feel anything, we all are ready to accept that. There is no pressure on you. Remember, you always like Jungkook to me. I just want both of my son's happiness to understand. After listening Mr. Jian's, Taehyung felt he has freedom to accept or reject. He also don't want to keep high hopes up for his parents. He doesn't know he and Jungkook are compatible to each other. I will remember this, Uncle, Taehyung said softly. Mr. Kim then looked at Jungkook and called him to come near to him. Now both Taehyung and Jungkook are standing in front of their father like couple. Then Mrs. Jian gave a box to Jian. Jian opened it. Then Mrs. Kim took out one watch and handed it to Jungkook, and he took another watch, handed to Taehyung. Both Taehyung and Jungkook look at each other. They are customized couple watch. Both of them are surprised. Now they know their parents really planned for this day. To customize such a beautiful watch, it will take more than a month. Now both of you should exchange your watches, Mrs. Kim said. Jungkook and Taehyung didn't say anything. Jungkook made Taehyung to wear the watch which is in his hand. Taehyung made Jungkook to wear the watch which he is holding. Both of them glanced each other. Taehyung gave a small smile to Jungkook. For that, Jungkook gave him his signature bunny smile. Taehyung and Jungkook, if you both have any problem or emergency situation, just press the button. If It will inform us about you, Mr. Jian said, pointing at button present on the watch. Both the boys nods to him. This is our gift to you, our new CEO, Mrs. Kim said to Jungkook. Then why you bring this for me? Taehyung asked, sulking at his mom's statement. Oh, they give me one free for after buying one, so Mrs. Kim said jokingly at his son. Tae is more sulking now. Baby, stop playing with our son, Mr. Kim said. Okay, now let's go to office. It's already 9 a.m. We have a small welcome event for Jungkook, Mrs. Jian said. Taehyung, are you coming with us? Mrs. Kim asked. No, Mom, I have to go to my candle studio, Taehyung said. Jungkook wanted Taehyung to say yes. He also knows Taehyung is not comfortable with him, but he still wants his love of life should be with him at the first day of his office entry as new CEO. So he thought for a while and decided to take a chance. So he asked Taehyung, if you came, it will feel nice to me, he said, and without waiting for Taehyung's reply, went outside. Taehyung just staring at his living figure. All the family members smiled at Jungkook's behavior because now he is acting like lovesick. On the other hand, Taehyung felt something due to Jungkook's soft behavior. All of them went outside where Jungkook is already waiting for them. The three cars are already ready to go now. One of them is new black car. Mr. Jian gave the car key to Jungkook. This is my gift for you, my bunny, Mr. Jian said to his son. Jungkook gave his dad tight, breathless hug. Love you, Dad, he said. Jungkook looked behind them. There is no Taehyung. He is disappointed, but he immediately covered his feeling with his beautiful, addicting smile. Mrs. Kim and Mr. Kim get in one car. Mr. Jian and Mrs. Jian get in their car, and Jungkook went inside his new car. Both of the parents, uncle and car are disappeared, but Jungkook is still not able to start the car. He is just holding car, staring a seat for a minute. At the time he heard the knock on the car window, he opened the door and saw Taehyung standing there. He didn't understand what Taehyung wanted. He is going to ask him, but before that, Taehyung sat beside him at passenger seat. Jungkook is so happy, he feels like he is in heaven now. Shall we go? He asked to Taehyung. Taehyung just nods at him. They dropped to Jian's company. So everyone, how was this episode? Please don't forget to tell me in the comment section, and if you like it, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, take care, safe. And before I go, if you have any trouble with my voiceover, please note it down while reading it so that you can enjoy it. Okay, bye. See you in the next episode. Bye.